Welcome to the shoulder stability workout for weeks 15 and 16, the final in the Unlock Your Bautie program. This week we're changing up most of the moves and adding a lightweight resistance band for the final one, though you can absolutely do it without the band. We're transitioning back to the floor for safety as we add in additional stabilizer muscles, or this may be best for your body in general. I'll show you two different variations of the move so you can do what's best for your body today. Let's get started with scapular push-ups. The first version shown is tabletop, the second is a progressed version in high plank. These are exactly like what we were doing against the wall in the last video. Inhaling as you retract your shoulder blades toward one another, exhaling as you protract, creating space between them. Regardless of which position you're in, make sure that you keep your pelvis in neutral and don't let those shoulders creep up toward your ears. Keep your neck neutral with your gaze toward the mat. Release, take a breather for a second. We're going to move into tabletop rocking or high plank rocking for the more progressed version. Making sure you're set up properly in your tabletop or high plank position. Inhale, leaning forward as much as is comfortable, pushing into your toes and staying stable through your shoulder blades. Exhale, pushing back to neutral and then continuing just a little bit as much as is comfortable. Continue moving with your breath. Inhale, rocking forward. Exhale, rocking backward.
I'm imagining sort of pushing away from the floor the entire time to help keep my core engaged and to help keep my shoulder blades from caving in too much.
Moving into controlled articular rotations for the shoulder. You can do this prone, or a progressed version is going to be in tabletop. For prone, lie down on your stomach with both arms overhead. For either, you're going to exhale, swinging your arm down to your side, rotating your hand palm up as you're about halfway through. You'll feel when your body wants to naturally flip it. Inhale back overhead, repeat, moving with your breath. Release and switch sides. Exhaling your left arm from top to tail. Inhaling back the other way. I always recommend starting with this in a prone position. It's a lot of work for the shoulders as is, and adding the balancing component in tabletop is a lot of additional work. So try it in a prone position first. I'd much rather you be safe than sorry. Release, moving into prone O's, like oranges. If you're in tabletop, just release onto your stomach. Bring your arms behind you with the back of your hands to your low back, forming the shape of an O. Keep your chin tucked and neutral. On the inhale, gently lift your elbows, using your smaller mid-back muscles to help activate that movement. Exhale, release. Continue moving with your breath. Release, staying where you are, moving into prone W's. Make a W shape by putting your palms flat on the floor, bending your elbows. On the inhale, lift your elbows by retracting your shoulder blades toward one another. Exhale, releasing. Continue moving with your breath. Release. Grab your band. We're going to move into banded diagonals. You can do this in a supine position, lying on your back, or you can do this seated. I recommend starting on your back, progressing to seated. Grab the band with each of your hands, making sure there's enough slack so that you can comfortably open it while still feeling a little bit of resistance. Bring the inside of that right fist to your left hip. Inhale, opening your arm. Exhale, release. This is the exact same movement as last session. We're just changing how we're doing it and adding the resistance. release, we're going to switch sides. This time bringing the inside of that left fist to your right hip. Inhale, open the left arm. Exhale, release. Okay, release and take a breather. We're going to go through that one more time. Moving into scapular push-ups and plank or tabletop form. Inhaling your chest toward the floor, retracting your shoulder blades. Exhaling, pushing space between those shoulder blades. If you want something in between, you can use your chair or some other sort of elevation, blocks, whatever works. Moving into tabletop or high plank rocking. Inhaling, using your toes to push you forward. Exhaling as you come back to center, pushing just a little bit further back. Places you may recognize this forward-leaning movement from, this is something that we do when we set ourselves up to move into chaturanga. If you notice, we'll start in plank pose and then lean forward about an inch before we lower into chaturanga. The reason we do that is to reduce the amount of pressure on our elbow. We want our elbow to be in about a 90-degree angle when we lower. And by leaning forward from a standard plank position, we're better positioning our bodies to do that. So this is a great scapular stabilizer, and you may also recognize it from movement like that. Moving into controlled articular rotations or shoulder cars, either prone or tabletop position. Starting with your right arm. Exhaling top to bottom. Inhaling bottom back up to top. You want to imagine you have a piece of glass over you. Switch sides, doing it with the left arm. Moving into prone pose with the option to add a spinal extension. Bring the hands to the low back in an O shape. Lifting on the inhale, releasing on the exhale. If you're looking for an additional challenge, you can do this with a spinal extension. On the inhale, you'll lift your elbows and your entire front body, pushing the front of your hips into the mat. Exhaling and releasing. Release, moving into prone W's, staying where you are, just widening those hands. Inhale, lifting, exhale, releasing back to the floor. And same thing, to add an additional challenge, you can add a spinal extension, lifting your entire front body on the inhale. Exhale, releasing. Release, headed into our last move, banded diagonals. Starting with the right side, inhaling as you open the arm, exhaling, bringing it back to your hip. Switch sides, left arm. And release. That is it. You finished the final shoulder stability workout from the Unlock Your Bautie program. I hope it has helped you get a little bit more comfortable in your body. And don't worry, there will always be more where this came from. I will see you next time.